Namaste, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Mind Mental Insights from News and Daily Lives. Remember when we were kids, what is the best childhood memory that you have when you were out playing in the garden or, just in the colonies that you lived? The greatest fear of that time was maybe losing a ball or maybe, how to how to catch someone in a game where you're running around, you're playing, or maybe whatever outdoor activities we did, those used to be our greatest focus, and all our fears would have been related to that in whatever we were playing. If I ask you today, if you're walking down in the evening in your society, be it Pune, be it Bangalore, be it any city in India, and I'll mostly focus on India because we connect more with what are things going around us, and that is the intention of this series. So, if I ask you in the evening when you are going around, you're taking a walk, how do you see the children around? There are very few who are having a free play time, or they don't have anything structured for them. There are kids who are running from maybe a karate class to a dance class to a tuition to coding classes, lots of things that is all tracked by their parents, just like we track anyone's movement on any of the apps. We call this giving them the best future because we are giving them the best opportunities which are available around us. But are we accidentally building a pressure cooker around them? Let's talk about a recent data which comes from the economic survey of 2025-26, and it shows that 70% of Indian students are facing anxiety, actually high anxiety, but the range may differ, but this word has entered their lives. As a mental health coach, I want to ask, is the best future we are building actually worth it? Is it actually costing them their mental peace or the uh, mindfulness, the very essential component of living in the present? Is that better future costing them all of this? The headlines are sobering. A July 2026 study published in the Hindu newspaper highlighted that emotional and behavioral issues are surfacing in much younger children, much earlier than it used to be in times of history. Now, in India, over 30% adolescents think that they suffer from anxiety and depression. And the root cause of it is academic and parental pressure. I know it is a very bitter truth, but let's take it with a pinch of salt. We often think that parenting gaps means neglect or not giving enough time. But in the current times, in this year that we are sitting in, the biggest gap is often the emotional availability. Not the time that you're giving to your child, not the materialistic benefits you're giving it to them, but the emotional availability that you are providing your child with. We might be physically there, we might be financially providing them everything that we think they need, or maybe they demand for. But are we mentally logged out of their environment, or are we logged in? In this pursuit of being hyper focused on how the child should get the best of everything, are we preparing them only for a career, or are we actually preparing them for life? These are questions which we need to ask right now because we cannot wait to become a statistics, or we don't want our child to become a statistic, at least not the ones that I just spoke about. Now, parents, I'm not here to add to your guilt or to your, feeling of not being enough. No, it's not like that. Being a parent at this age where it's all about Instagram, it's all about social media, it's all about real life, where every other mother is running behind maybe gluten free snacks for their kids, or maybe, teaching their toddler how to speak 8 languages. It's very hard. It's very hard if we are not actually using our conscience and not listening to our inner talk and the inner talk of our child. So in NLP, we have a beautiful term called modeling. Not the modeling which you see on the ramps, but it is about the mental modeling. Children don't do what you say, and we all know it. We all adults know it. If you keep telling them to do certain things, they'll do what they want to, but not exactly what you are asking them to do. But children do what they see us doing. And if we are constantly stressed about the pressure that the society has on us, the pressure of performance, if we are constantly stressed about all of this, and also about our race, the race that we are in, of achievements, of medals, of certificates, if they are constantly seeing this, they are going to model us. They subconsciously adopt the high cortisol lifestyle as their default setting. The gap in our own self regulation becomes the blueprint for their anxiety, which is not symptomatically visible in the very early stages, but it is setting in. We try to give them the best version of the world, but are we not aware that they are going to live in the normal version of the world? And to live best in the normal and real version of the world, they have to be the best version of themselves in their mind. So, like always, I have one acronym which I want to share, not as a guidance, not as a framework, but just as a food for thought, so that we could be better in understanding what our children actually need from us. To bridge the gaps and ensure that the child's future is built on a strong mental foundation, I sincerely urge you to use this framework. Sorry, not framework, but this acronym in your daily parenting, in day to day activities that connect you with your child. And I call it guide. So, in guide, G stands for gaze off your screen. Whenever you are interacting with your child, give them undivided attention. Make eye contact, hug them. No multitasking. For few moments of exclusive interaction with your child, stop multitasking. Just give them your presence and let them feel seen. Second is unconditional curiosity. Instead of always giving them guidelines, instead of always asking them about their performance and their productivity, show them that curiosity. Focus on the process, not only on the prize. So instead of asking, how much did you score? Maybe you can ask, what made you curious when you were attempting this? Rephrase your questions. Third is identify emotions. Most of the times, as parents, we have our own lots of baggages which we carry when we interact with our child and when we are, you know, listening to them or listening to what they have to share. But we need to identify what exactly is going with that child. If a child is excited about something and you are annoyed about something, please don't mix up. Take a moment, ask your child to give you a moment, but then see what exactly is it that they are feeling more than what they are saying. Focus on what they are feeling. Next is de escalate perfection. I strongly urge parents to please detach yourself from being the perfect parents and wanting your child to be the perfect model of showcasing how capable you are as a parent. Stop doing that. to any extent, visible, non visible, consciously, subconsciously, this is one practice which actually degrades the morale of a child. It may not be visible, not every child is expressive, but somewhere or the other, if we are in the pursuit of perfection, we are affecting our children and we are affecting their future. So please stop doing that. Last but not the least, empower independence. Let them be. Let them take trials. Let them fail. Let them understand the power of resilience. Let them solve their own problems, irrespective of whatever age they are. Remember, if you did not let them uh, fall when they were trying to walk, they wouldn't have been running now. So please empower the independence, because all of us as humans feel a different kind of confidence when we are given responsibilities. We feel answerable. We feel that we have to do it. And we also feel positively that we have been given the responsibility because we can. And this is a strong concept for developing confidence. Parenting is not a competitive sport. So let's let it be what it is from our hearts. So I'll just repeat once again quickly the guide acronym, where first is gaze off your screen. Second is unconditional curiosity. Give your child that unconditional curiosity. Identify emotions. De escalate perfection. And lastly, empower independence. By closing these emotional gaps today, you are not just giving them better future, but you are giving them a better self, a better version of themselves. I'm Nivedita, and I'm on a mission to help at least 1,000 parents and individuals reset their mindsets. If you felt like a click today, share this with your colleagues, with your friends, other groups that you are on where you think parents are there. And let's start a conversation that matters. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because we keep sharing few uh, regular things and more content on and off, where we are trying to reframe our mind so that we get less affected by all that is around us which can pull us down, and we focus on reinstating and reinforcing the power of positivity, the power of solution mindset, and the power of gratitude in our lives. So I'll see you in the next episode. And until then, make sure that you are giving your child a happy life, not a guided life. Thank you very much.